Exploring global street food is one of the most authentic ways to understand a culture. Unlike fancy restaurants or carefully curated menus, street food reflects everyday life. It shows what people eat on their busiest days, what flavors they crave, and what ingredients grow naturally in their surroundings. When you walk through a busy street in any city, the smell of grilled meat, fresh dough, sizzling vegetables, or sweet desserts instantly introduces you to that culture's personality. Street food is fast, affordable, and full of history. Every dish has a story, whether it comes from a traditional family recipe or a modern twist invented by local vendors. My journey into global street food began during my travels across Asia. I realized quickly that the food stalls on sidewalks revealed more about a place than any tourist spot. A bowl of steaming noodles in Vietnam tasted like comfort and simplicity. Skewers grilled on smoky charcoal in Thailand told stories of lively night markets. A paper cup filled with Japanese takoyaki showed how creativity and precision could exist in even the smallest snack. Food became not just something to eat, but a language I could learn through taste, texture, and aroma. As I continued exploring street food in different countries, I realized that each place had its own culinary rhythm. In Mexico, street food was bold and lively. Tacos filled with grilled meat, fresh vegetables, and spicy salsa were served from small carts on every corner. The flavors were vibrant, and the atmosphere felt like a celebration. Eating street food there taught me words like tortilla, cilantro, crunchy, and smoky, which helped me describe the intensity of the experience. In Europe, the street food style was different but equally fascinating. In Italy, slices of warm, soft focaccia reminded me of the importance of simplicity. In France, crepes made on large hot plates showed me how thin dough could transform into something delicate and satisfying. In Germany, warm pretzels with salt crystals on top offered a comforting, familiar taste. Each place taught me something new about the connection between food and culture. I learned to describe textures more precisely. Flaky pastry, chewy bread, creamy fillings, rich sauces, and aromatic herbs. Africa introduced me to street food that was deeply rooted in tradition. In Morocco, stalls full of couscous, grilled kebabs, and sweet pastries filled the air with a mix of spices. In Nigeria, jollof rice cooked in large metal pots created aromas that attracted crowds instantly. In Kenya, roasted corn seasoned with chili and lemon showed how simple ingredients could create unforgettable flavors. These experiences helped me learn words such as fragrant, charred, spicy, and hearty, which made my English descriptions richer and more expressive. As my journey continued, I noticed that street food was not just about eating. It was about observing how people interact, how they order their meals, how vendors communicate, and how culture shapes everyday language. Learning English through street food meant learning how to describe emotions, experiences, and social moments. When I talked with other travelers, I practiced phrases like "this tastes amazing," the texture is so soft, the flavor is unexpected, or this reminds me of home. Each conversation helped me become more confident in expressing myself in English. One of the most powerful lessons I learned was that vocabulary grows naturally when you are curious. Instead of memorizing long lists of words, I learned language through real experiences. When I watched vendors prepare dishes, I understood the meaning of words like stir, grill, mince, steam, and garnish. When I stood in long lines, I picked up phrases like waiting my turn or ordering to go. When I tasted something new, I used descriptive words to share my impressions with others. Slowly, my English became more vivid and more natural. Exploring global street food also taught me how to communicate respectfully and meaningfully with people from different backgrounds. Asking questions politely, expressing gratitude, and showing enthusiasm helped me create connections wherever I went. It reminded me that language is not just grammar. It is a bridge between people. Street food brought strangers together, sparked conversations, and created shared memories.